Okay, in this tutorial we're going to go ahead and make the slider, and you can see that I've added a few more details to my base just to make it look finished. I've added color, I've rounded some features just to make it look finished off and complete. We're going to go ahead and make or engineer the slider to fit in our dovetail cutout, so you should have written those numbers down. You're keeping notes as you go, and so we're going to go ahead and save and close out of this drawing. We're going to start a new drawing, and this is going to be our slider. And this is a really easy part, and you only have to do this once, and then you can use it twice. But you're going to go ahead and extrude the slider part per the specs that you drew on your engineering notes. So we're just going to go ahead and rough out what the slider looks like, and dimension it the same. So this was going to be 5. Some of these numbers we can use. 5. And then it gets a little bit confusing here. 60. And we have a 60, and yours is going to be totally different because you're making up your own numbers here. Don't use my numbers. You drive it and do what you want. So that should fit perfectly inside of the actual slider. Now in reality, this slider would have to be slightly smaller than the actual dovetail cutout. We'll just go ahead and make it exact, and it'll work just fine for our program. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this, and you have to pick how long you want the slider to be, and that's going to be too long. So let's try 10 and see what that looks like. Yeah, maybe a little too short, maybe 20. Okay, that's more what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to center my sketch plane, so I'm going to pull this down, center that, and accept this. Okay, now to make this thing work, we're going to have some kind of peg coming up off the top, and this is what our platform will attach to. And that'll be the next part that we make, is the platform. That'll be a lot more creative. These are just kind of the foundation of our actual ride and how it's going to move. So I'm going to go ahead and make an extrude off the top surface of my cutout, or my slider. And we'll go ahead and set a reference here so I can see these planes. And we'll make a circle here. And just, pick whatever size you think is going to look good. I'm thinking 3, maybe, and I'm writing this down on my paper here as I go. Putting 3 for the size, so I remember, because my platform will be the same. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and put 5 here again, so that this will be the same height as this. And again, that's totally up to you if you want to do that or not. And then there you go. So I'm going to just round this and make it look a little more finished off here. Not go crazy, but just a little bit of detail. And I think I'm going to make it a little bit smaller this time, maybe like a 0.5. I just want this to look like somebody took the time to smooth out the edges. Maybe this is a toy somebody's going to play with. Maybe it's a full-size ride that you would actually ride at Cedar Point or some amusement park. And then I think I'm going to round the top here a little bit. Okay, so that looks more finished off. We'll accept that. We'll go ahead and color it. And I'm going to give it a totally different color so you can really see these parts pop as they move across each other. So red there. Okay, there we go. Alright, and save it, and then we're going to make the platform next.